Okay, so I
Let's get
texted you
into
this
it.
morning, right? Before we talk about the episode, I saw this thing trending on social media last
Twitter,
week where
yes.
everyone was talking about their Real Housewives of Atlanta Mount Rushmore. And this was trending on the internet, and I wanted us to jump into this conversation because I had some feelings about this, and I told my boy Q to get his feelings together as well. So this Bible picture right here on X depicts this person's Mount Rushmore of the housewives in Atlanta being, of course, Nene Leakes, Kenya Moore, Sheree Whitfield, Candy Burris.
Yes.
And I wanted Q and I to jump in on this conversation, and you guys out there watching to jump in on this conversation and say, who do you pick for your top 4 of the Real Housewives of Atlanta Mount Rushmore? I just rapped.
Okay, ate that up. Every week got a new little song. Trying to find Candy and drop your little beats. I see.
At this point, I need to find me what's his name? I need to
Dennis.
find
You need to find Dennis. Going around there to the hot dog spot. Find Dennis. Go and drop some beats with him.
Okay. Now,
And of
Q,
course, you're calling your phone.
Okay, trying to whoop my ass. What pull out in the getaway seat?
So my Mount Rushmore, that was actually a very accurate picture, I would have to say. I mean, of course, you cannot not have Nene Leakes. She is the queen. So is this for just Atlanta? Okay. Sheree Whitfield.
What talking about? We talking what? Miami?
I didn't know if it was all the housewives, like everybody. But for Atlanta, definitely Nene Leakes in the number 1 spot. There is no other pick for that. I would have to give it to Sheree. Now, I'm not the biggest Sheree fan, but because she is one of the longest OGs standing outside of Nene Leakes, it's just out of respect. Sheree done came back to
the no more. They done sat her down for the season. She sat down now.
And that was given to be my next statement, just like you said, just for this season. Sheree done been off and on, what, twice? She done came back twice? Three times. Mm-hmm. And possibly she could I'm not going to say this would have been a good season for her, but maybe next season, because now that Kenya's gone, we're going to probably need some OG blood. And I'm not sure. But we just seen Sheree going viral with her little workout shit on Twitter I saw a couple of days ago. Oh, nice. So I don't know if she's going to be pushing a workout line or what, but I think Sheree definitely deserved. No, it was just like some social media shit.
I didn't see the video, but I don't want to see it back on my Bravo TV screen. I know that.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe in like a friend capacity, because Sheree gonna come around and get it started, because she's messy like that. But what I will say concerning Sheree and workout is, and before I move on to my next person, I used to work out with Sheree every single morning. We used to go to the same gym when I was in Atlanta. So she's a strong lady. So I really feel like she would have been successful if she would have done a workout line. However, to bring my point around, Sheree's been on and off, like you say, 3 times. So she definitely deserves the number 2 spot. She's, she's shown us everything. We've seen her kids grow up. We've met the father. We've met the father of her children. We've seen her dating, whether it was for television or not, but we did see her dating Martell Hope from Love in Huntsville. So we've seen Sheree do a lot. So I'd have to give her that 3rd spot. Number 3, I'm at the 2nd spot. Number 3, Candy Burris. Big KB. You know what I'm saying? Candy to this day is still working, even outside of Housewives. We know Candy is a boss from Old School to Escape. We've seen Candy have husband drama. We've seen her have an ex-husband or an ex-fiance pass away. We've seen Candy open multiple businesses. We've seen Riley grow up. We've seen her have new children. Hell, Ace is what, now 5 or 6?
I don't know how old that little baby is.
I mean, he's in damn movies now.
He talking. I know that.
He karateing, and he's karateing his country as hell. He speaks French fluently, or French or Spanish. It's one of those like other languages, but he's a smart little cookie. What?
I don't know why you say it's one of those other languages.
Because I think it's not even Spanish. I think it's like French. It may be Spanish, but I think
is it Mandarin? Portuguese?
It's something like something very different from like what most of us learn, because I can do a little Spanish. You know what I'm saying? But like he fluently speaks this other language. So no, he's a smart little boy. So Candy definitely deserves that number 3 spot. She's an amazing mom. I mean, YouTube channel still jumping. Candy's that girl. Number 4, I don't know who the hell I would give it to number 4. I mean, y'all got Kenya up there. I just joined Team Twirl maybe last year, and Mama gone. So, and I love Kenya. You know what I'm saying? I love her for the show, but as far as like a friend and all of the things that I like, Kenya really wasn't my girl. She kind of came in a little hot, you know, when she first came in. And I don't really like people. Y'all know how I feel about people coming in hot. So I don't know who I would get my 4th spot.
No, you gotta have a 4.
Oh damn! Okay, just jumping off the top of my head.
You got Nene, you got Candy, you got Sheree. Who's your number 4?
All throughout the seasons, damn.
Come on.
I don't even know. I mean, Phaedra's been a while for a long time.
Okay, Phaedra, Creonta.
Phaedra's a reader. I mean, you know, I don't know between Phaedra, Kenya, and Portia.
Pick
Phaedra.
Okay. So
Phaedra's still working.
I like this list. This list is cute. So my Mount Rushmore, of course, Nene Leakes is the first face you have to put up there. Okay, there would be no housewives as we know it today if it were not for the leaks. Leaking around. I would have to give the second person to Candy. And the reason why I say Candy deserves to be on there because Candy, while she herself may not be that housewife that people think of when they refer to individuals such as Nene and Kenya and, you know, maybe some of the more outlandish personalities, her story in life has, and the people around her has contributed so much to the franchise. She's had the most spinoffs of anyone of the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast.
You're right.
She got married on the show. She got her whole family.
Then she had a wedding spinoff special.
And I just feel like Candy to me is like a shining star of what the Housewives franchise can do for a cast member who really comes in and takes advantage of it. So we have to give number 2 to Candy, without a doubt. I honestly have to give the 3rd spot to Kenya. I have to. When I stack her up against the other housewives, I do feel like Kenya does deserve her spot on the Mount Rushmore of RHOA for many reasons. Storyline, energy, moments, iconic moments on the show, influencing pop culture, what she's been able to do outside of the platform, what she's been able to do with the platform. Like, I'm pretty sure Kenya makes way more money now than she did before she got on the show.
Oh my gosh, that's why she messed up.
She was able. Hold on, because I don't want us to be on Mount Rushmore all day. We got to get through the whole thing. I don't want to talk to you all day. I got shit to do. I got shit to do today. And she launched a successful brand while being on the show, and I think that's so like amazing. On top of, she's like a face of Bravo. She's on the Girls Trip. She's on all these other shows. Kenya deserves that 3rd spot. The 4th spot, I don't feel like Sheree gets it. I would have loved to give it to Sheree, but I feel like Sheree has had so many missteps throughout the years that kind of takes her down from that spot. I don't think of Sheree as Mount Rushmore. You know, I would have loved to put Sheree in Mount Rushmore. I would have loved to do it. Like, to do it. But I just don't think she gets that spot.
Okay.
Honestly.
I need a charger. Who's your person?
Phaedra. It goes to Phaedra. It goes to Phaedra. I wanted to say Portia.
That's why I'm like between those 3. I mean, it's like one of those 3.
Yeah. It ain't Deshaun Snow. It ain't Lisa Wu.
It ain't Lisa Wu.
I know that's your godmama. It ain't Cynthia. Okay.
I love Cent, but it
ain't Cent. I almost wanted to give it to Kim, but I feel like Kim wasn't around long enough.
He wasn't present enough,
But Kim in the beginning of Housewives, it was her and Nene, really. It was her and Nene that was pulling it through. Kim contributed a lot to that show.
Never give it to Kim.
Oh, I got to give it to that low down monkey with a wig on. I got to give it to her. I got to give it to her.
Nothing. We give Kim nothing over here.
Noosh the Goosh. It ain't Claudia. It ain't Kim Fields. It ain't Shamari. It ain't Eva. It ain't
Marlo.
It ain't. You know what?
I couldn't give it to Marlo. I can't.
Now we got an RHOA Friends Mount
Yeah,
Rushmore. It'll be Marlo. Yeah.
And then the cookie lady and Tanya, because the cookie lady set it off.
Okay. But I would have to give it to Creonta. I feel like Creonta gets that fourth spot. For
Phaedra is still active.
She's still active. She's contributed a lot to the show, whether she did it on purpose or not. You know, she gave a lot of her personal story. She's still a face of Bravo. She still works, still relevant. I feel like when you think of Housewives, you think of Phaedra, you know, especially with what she's doing now with her reality TV show on Peacock and all these other shows. I feel like she earns that spot as a in my Mount Rushmore. So what do you guys think? Who's in your Mount Rushmore of Housewives? Let us know in the comments, okay?